large group of Lego minifigures. And today I'm going to be building a special vehicle for every single one of them. And by vehicle, I mean anything that is going to get them from point A to point B. And I'm also going to be testing out their vehicles on different stuff, like speed, durability, and I'm even going to be crash testing two of the biggest. So anyway, let the challenge begin. My name is Observer Bricks, and welcome to my channel. So for my first minifigure, I built the official Observer Bricks minifigure in a racer suit. This is accurate to what I look like in real life, and I built my dream car, which is this super cool GTA Mercedes-Benz. And it is pretty cool. So, it was actually based off an actual Lego set, but I put two headlights in the front, $1 million built shooter, and hyperdrive engines. So now I'm ready to go to wherever I want in this car. So now let's go to our next one. Okay, so that's 1 out of 23 minifigures we have completed, guys. So our next minifigure is going to be, of course, it is going to be this woman who is a motorcycle, who is a person with a motorcycle helmet. And that's right, I got this official Lego motorcycle from a Ninjago set, and it's perfect for our motorcycle lady. So now we can just attach her onto there. And it's perfect for riding around town at high speeds. So that is 2 out of 23, and we need to do our third one now. I don't know why this guy keeps falling. So for our third one, I built Steve from Minecraft. And I built Steve. So, and he is one of the most iconic characters in Minecraft, and he's also the hero of our 2023 finale. And to fight against him, I created a zombie, and now he can just cruise at low altitudes throughout the tracks if you were a little more careful. Yeah, while he recovers from that serious damage, let's build our next minifigure, which of course will be none other than the Great Master Chief. From my custom Lego Halo builds, I built this Master Chief minifigure. It's really cool, and for this one, I actually didn't build. This is our first aircraft. I built this enormous high-altitude spaceship, which is kind of like a nice landing craft for Master Chief. So now he can fly across the universe fighting aliens. And that is 4 minifigures we have out of 23, which means we're making some nice progress. For this one, I actually covered 3 minifigures in one build, for which I built this enormous turret. It's not a vehicle, but still, it can kind of move around like hovering. So I built this enormous turret for 3 minifigures. Dwayne Johnson, The Rock, who is a stormtrooper, another stormtrooper, and of course, Darth Vader from our last video. So, I built this, and we are going to test it out on a battle droid. Okay, that was very good aim. So now let's build our next minifigure. For this one, we're going to recover our battle droid so he can go for attack position. So I created this Lego droid step, which was actually in Star Wars The Phantom Menace, and I built this special battle droid commander so he can fly through the forest and take down any person he wants to attack. And we need to build someone to defend this guy. So for our next minifigure, we're going to resummon the great Obi-Wan Kenobi, General of the Republic Army. Just a minute. And I built Obi-Wan Kenobi, a Jedi Starfighter. And this Jedi Starfighter is pretty good. it's got two wings with the Jedi symbols. It's got Obi-Wan Kenobi, a tiny cockpit, and of course a bomb is there, so we can unload it and take down the droid staff. So now that leaves us with this batch of minifigures. And our next one, the final one in our first row, is the final two in the first row. One of them is going to be Link from Legend of Zelda. So I'm going to build him something. So I built him this enormous dragon mech. And it's actually pretty cool because in Legend of Zelda you can build whatever you want. It's actually based off King Leia from Breath of the Wild. Sorry, not Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom. And I think it's pretty detailed and nice. It's got the Ninjago Dragon pieces along with some TIE Fighter pieces. We got a little compartment for Link and a very, 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 very bendy tail. So I think that's it for Link, and we've only got one left to go for the front row, and we'll go to our next one. The final minifigure is this custom Sandy Cheeks minifigure I designed for my SpongeBob Bikini Bottom mock. I didn't post that one on YouTube, but still, it's super good. And I took the Krusty Krab, removed the roof and some of the walls, and turned it into an enormous mobile restaurant with an open roof. And it even comes with a little compartment for the kitchen that is detachable. Right here, and you can see in the kitchen compartment, we got Squidward manning controls. And once you remove that thing, it's mainly like not a mobile restaurant anymore. So I think this build is pretty good. And it also comes with an anchor next to Mr. Krabs' office, a table, and 2 doors. So it's pretty good. And this is one of our bigger builds. Let's go to our next build after this one. And our next build is going to be for our Lego SpongeBob minifigure. I borrowed him from the Krusty Krab and my Bikini Bottom mock, and I created him. I built the pineapple in Lego actually a few weeks ago, and I converted that into this super weird jet plane thing. It's kind of like a jet plane, I don't know. Like when you turn it on its side, kind of looks like a flapping bird plane. So we can just attach him here on his very weird mount, and we've got SpongeBob done. So now we only have these minifigures left, and let's go to our next one. So for this one, I used this Petronas race car minifigure and I built this Lego set, which is a Petronas Formula 1 race car. And it's very cool with the Mercedes-Benz symbol on the front. And it's got the Petronas symbol on the sides, too. It's very, very fast and sleek, and I love this car. So this is the vehicle for this minifigure, and just to add my own little thing, I just added this tiny flag on top. So you can know it's mine and not Lego's. But still, I'm not gonna take the credit for this since Lego kind of designed this set. And another thing you can do for getting from point A to B is why not go by horseback? And that's why I got a Lego horse, and it's kind of like a horse camel, and that's why I got this guy who can ride on the horse right now. And this is a really old form of transportation, and I know it's nothing compared to Tesla, but still, I'm going to use it anyway. So now let's go to our next. So I brought out my old Batwing mock, since our next minifigure is going to be, of course, Lego Batman. And I designed this detachable window from the set, and it's very cool. It has two stud shooters, and it's got the iconic design of a Batwing. And it's got the iconic logo, and when you look at it from the top, it kind of looks like the Batman logo. So I think this set is pretty good. Again, I'm not going to take all the credit for it, though, since this was partially designed by Lego, too. And my next two minifigures are going to be is going to be this guy with 2 guns and this guy with 1 gun. And I'm saying gun 3 a lot because we are going to be building something from a video game called Fortnite. I know most of you play Fortnite, and I recreated this little battle bus trolley thing. I know the battle bus is blue, but I made it red anyway. So I got, and then we can just place the 2 minifigures on top, and they're ready for Battle Royale on the Battle Royale island. So now, we've only got 4 minifigures left, and I'm going to tell you what we're going to do with each one of them. I took my green ninja minifigure from Lego Ninjago, and I built a little robotic eagle that that's repeatedly seen in the show's season 3, and we can see Lloyd riding on top of the eagle. And I know this isn't really realistic, but still, it's a ninja TV show for kids, so of course it's not going to be realistic. So without further ado, we only have 3 people left. And our next one is going to be, we're going to do Super Mario. Our Mario minifigure is really, really good. And let me just get his mock real quick. So for Super Mario, I built a Bowser mech for him, and he can kind of sit on the arm commanding the mech. And I just decided mechs are kind of an important part of Lego, and they're kind of trademark. So I just built the Bowser mech right here, and we've only got 2 minifigures left, which means we got almost all of them done. And after finishing all of them, we get to go on to our tests, and we get to build mocks for them too. So now we're going to focus on Hermione Granger, who I couldn't find the hairpiece for, but that's okay. And she controls the enormous Dobby bot. An enormous robot recreation of Dobby, which is actually this Lego set I bought for my birthday, and it is enormous. I am telling you, and she can just casually stand on top of Dobby's head and command him to save Hogwarts and the wizarding world from certain people. Voldemort. Okay. So, yeah. But other than hosting an enormous mech suit, I actually got this Lego set called the Quidditch Pitch for Christmas, and it comes with this super cool Quidditch game. And I created this, and I created this enormous. It's basically this board where they keep all the Quidditch equipment. These are where they keep all the brooms, and it's also got 2 beaters bats too. And I think it's pretty cool because in Harry Potter, almost everybody flies in broomsticks. That's like the best way of airborne transportation, unless you use a magic carpet like Aladdin. And I just built that, and we've only got 1 minifigure left. And that is our pink-haired police officer minifigure. And for that one, I'm going to show you. I built this super cool Lego Technique pulled-back police car. And it's got a special pullback piece that allows it, when you pull it back, it goes forward. And it's pretty cool. It looks pretty futuristic. And it's kind of a race car. And even though there's no real stud connections in there, I will just put her in here so she can just be dragged along like this. Yeah, and she falls out of the end really quickly. So I think I'm just gonna keep her next to here, and she'll be in the mock, don't worry. So, and with that, all of our mocks have been finished for all of our minifigures. And I think it is pretty cool that we built all of this in a few days. So now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to build different mocks for each one. So my first mock was going to be for the Halo vehicle. And for that, I created this enormous bunker base for all of Halo, and it is pretty huge. It's got the Zeta Tower from Madrigal, and of course it's got the spaceship on the runway. It's got tons of other details, and I'll actually cover those later in my next video. So I think this is pretty good for Halo. And I'm only doing mocks for special ones because I don't have enough pieces to build mocks for every single one. And my next mock is going to be right next to the Halo base. I created this Halo themed special Fortnite build, and it is pretty good. It's a nice course with a special medical bay for the people if they get hurt. And now I'm gonna dock my battle bus in here. Just a second. And there we have it. We have the battle bus coming up like a rickety little trolley coming up the bases, and it's pretty good right next to an enormous power harvesting plant. And I think this is also very cool too. And those are two vehicles we've built mocks for. My third vehicle I'm going to build a mock for is, of course, the Krusty RV and the Pineapple. This one, I built an enormous recreation of the town of Bikini Bottom, which is the main setting in SpongeBob SquarePants. And I just put the Krusty RV right in the middle. I created Squidward and SpongeBob's house in launch position. We have Patrick's house as a bonus. Some lively decorations. Mr. Krabs' house, the windmill, the dumpster, Shady Shoals, and of course, Glove World. So I think this is a pretty great recreation of Bikini Bottom. It is very enormous, and I had to take up this entire table just to make a creation that is supposed to be on the seafloor. And that is pretty much it for the Krusty Krab and the pineapple rocket. And for our final mock, we're going to do Bowser and King Leon. For Legend of Zelda, I created this old ruined temple, which is kind of like a temple you might find in the Legend of Zelda. And I created the dragon mech right here, which is in the back ready to take off. And I think this mock is pretty neat. And for the Super Mario mock, I created a super cool Bowser's Castle level, which is an enormous mock I'm going to do for another video later in this year. And it is enormous with folding panels, an enormous entrance, Bowser's face. It's got everything. And of course, the mighty Bowser and Mario are right here working together. And also we got Princess Peach busting out of her cage to help out too. So, and I think Bowser's Castle is pretty good. So that will complete the mock section. And now we are going to do the final test, where we are going to collide two of the biggest mocks together. So we've got our two biggest builds here. Today we've got the Krusty Krab RV, and on the other side we've got the enormous police car. And both of them are fighting on this enormous ironing table bridge. So now let's see which one is going. Now let's see both of these collide into each other. Okay, so we've got our two biggest builds here. Today we've got the Krusty Krab RV, and on the other side we've got the enormous police car. And both of them are fighting on this enormous ironing table bridge. So now let's see which one is going. Now let's see both of these collide into each other. damage when we destroyed the Krusty Krab. Squidward's legs popped off, and the kitchen is a goner. So, yeah, that was a pretty big explosion. So anyway, thank you so much for watching this video. It took a long time to make, and please be sure to like and subscribe, and be sure to watch out for my next video. Thank you for watching. Bye!